Hello, welcome. What is good, everybody? Tone here, and let's dig into some more Infra Arcana, shall we? Let's mix up the background today. We've been playing the War Vet, and I wouldn't mind to keep playing the War Vet because I feel like we've gotten to a point where we're consistently getting maybe 2 deaths, 4, 5, 6, and I think that's where the game has been a little more interesting for me because that's when we've had like more consumables and other items that we found on the ground to actually make use of. But I just feel like mixing it up today, so that's what we're gonna do. Ghoul is supposed to be the other like new player recommendation. They're supposed to be quite strong, at least early on. But someone did recommend Rogue, so I think I might give that a shot just because then we can play into the stealth mechanics a little bit more, which is I assume is part of what the Rogue's kit here is. So let's see what it tells us about the Rogue background. Shock received passively over time is reduced by 25%. Nice, that's the first trait I've been taking on War Veteran. Plus 10% chance to spot hidden monsters, doors, and traps. Remains aware of the presence of other creatures longer. That's cool. I like that. That feels essential to stealth gameplay as well. I think one of the core elements of like stealth gameplay and roguelikes is kind of that like disparity of like knowledge and information between you and like the enemy. And so if you know the enemy's position but they don't know yours, like that's basically like the core to stealth gameplay. And then you can take advantage of like any more knowledge, like the level layout and stuff from there as a player. That's pretty cool. Remaining aware of the presence of other creatures longer. Can sense the presence of unique monsters or powerful artifacts. Now that sounds cool. The unique monsters thing must be like a great warning for when there's like a big, like dangerous event coming up. You can prepare for that better. I like that. Really curious about the powerful artifacts, what that's gonna entail. Has acquired an artifact which can cloud the minds of all enemies, causing them to forget the presence of the user. Interesting. That sounds useful. And stealthy, plus 45% chance to avoid detection by sight. And that is a trait, I believe. I thought some of these other ones were traits, but maybe they're just inherent rogue characteristics. Yeah, all the War Vet's traits are listed separately, like the stealthy one is. So this shock received passively over time is reduced by 25%. That's different than the cool-headed or whatever. Although that's because it's only one source of shock. The trait that gives you a reduction in shock gain, I believe, applies to all sources. All right, so what do we want to pick here? This is the cool-headed I was talking about. Yeah, that's just plus 20% shock resistant. Let's see, attack evasion. Using medical equipment requires only half the time, normal time and resources. Imperceptible, plus 45% chance to avoid detection by sight. Prerequisite is a rogue. I don't know if I noticed any traits that were class required prerequisite on the War Vet. They must have some, but I didn't notice that. That's pretty cool. So that's on top of stealthy. Hang on. Yeah, stealthy is plus 45% chance. So this is another 45% chance. That sounds really good. I don't know how those stack and if it's like multiplicative or additive when you're looking at whatever the enemy's chance to detect you is. But that seems really cool. I'm silent. All of your melee attacks are silent regardless of weapon, and creatures are not alerted when you open or close doors or wade through water. That sounds very good. Stout Spirit, we know what that does. Tough, 6 hit points. Can resist some stuff. Those 6 hit points are probably big. I wonder how much we start with. Treasure Hunter, you tend to find more items. That sounds pretty useful actually early on because you'll level up faster by finding more items early. I'm not gonna take that here though. I'm gonna lean into our stealthiness here. Always aware of nearby creatures. So what I really want here is imperceptible, silent, and vigilant. Vigilant sounds like something that's probably not necessary, but would be great quality of life for like trying to sneak around the dungeon. I'm gonna start with imperceptible here. The graveyard is filling up. All right, let's go beneath the Church of Starry Wisdom here. Before we do begin, my usual reminder, if you guys would like to support this channel and my other work, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. But without further ado, let's see what is in our kit here. We start with a dagger. Low damage, but very good accuracy here. Oh, but read this. Melee attacks performed with the dagger against an unaware opponent of plus 200% damage, in addition to the plus 50% from stealth attacks. Okay. So we're going to really lean into stealth attacks, and that's going to be really strong. It's silent. Nice. The S&W revolver, that's a pretty common cultist weapon. Leather jacket. No penalties to stealth or evasion on this, and 1 armor, not bad. Get our lantern, medical bag, some extra bullets, some iron spikes. You can use these to jam doors shut, I believe. A lot of throwing knives, I like that. A Rod of Cloud Minds. When activated, this device clouds the memories of all creatures in the area, causing them to forget the presence of the user. I like this. I don't know what the cooldown's going to be on this, but I like how we have something that, because like maybe the high variance of stealth, if we're like very stealthy, but we end up like failing our stealth check or whatever in a very bad situation, this kind of gives us a way to reset that. Kind of just smooths out the variance of that gameplay style. That's pretty cool. We got dynamite and Molotov cocktails. All right. I'm curious, when we're not a war vet, how many turns does it take to swap to my alternate weapon? Looks like 1 turn. Okay. Which is better than the 2 turns it normally takes to unequip a weapon and then re-equip a new one. All right. Explore a bit. All right. Our first enemy. The chance to remain undetected by the rat thing is currently 98%. I think that's usually 2%. Now it's 97%. 90%. 83%. So the closer we get, the harder it is to remain undetected. And this is also a lit room, but we should get an easy stab with that. Blind Zealot, that's scary. If I stab them with my dagger, it's not going to do that much damage. How much health do I have? 12? I think they can, like, nearly one-shot me. I think we just ignore them. I do want to kill this rat thing when it comes into view. Let this Blind Zealot move. And I am just going to stay out of their way. I'm gonna open this door at the risk of making some noise. Oh yeah, look how long we're aware of this enemy. Right, we got a secret door over there. Whatever that is probably hurt us. It is a cultist. Oh. Oh, it takes him 16 turns to lose us. So, okay, I was thinking it was like only 6. I thought they were going to forget about us. So I just put myself in a very bad position. I think we could quite easily lose here. My dagger doesn't do like any damage normally. I could shoot them. I hope that they don't kill me by shooting me first. They're going to try and kick me. They use the Rod of Cloud Mines. Let's try it. I don't think we're actually going to need it that much early, so I'm curious to see how it works. We activate it. I vanish from the minds of my enemy. This guy no longer knows we're here. And now I can probably stab him pretty well. And since we've got 88 turns for the rod to recharge. So that's not bad at all. Use it every like 90 turns or so. This cultist had a colt on it. Dropped a full magazine. That's pretty rare, I feel. I don't think we like ever saw that when we were playing War Vet. Alright, stabbing more cultists. This is fun so far, but I think it's going to be extremely stressful when we're not just like effortlessly sneaking around. I kick this chest. Drum mag for a Tommy gun. That's a... Oh, our Rod of Cloud Mines finished recharging. I think we want to use that a lot. You can even use that to get like double stabs on enemies. I would imagine. I have 2 mirrors here, nothing to identify yet. Spitting Cobra. There's like a chance there's like a secret door down there, but I'm just gonna try and ignore this guy. Opening this is gonna be a little scary. Walking into that corridor, if anything heard me, could have been really dangerous. There's the exit. I really want to find something. By the way, I'm noticing there's like hardly any secret doors at the end of these dead end corridors when they're like around like a square room like this. Especially with these like grates in the walls. It seems like that's like a certain type of room. But I was gonna say I want to find some items, some consumables to try and identify with those mirrors. Is that a gas mask? Nice. There's another mirror. A sledgehammer. Doesn't seem like a rogue's weapon, but should be good for throwing. Do I just touch this mirror for 2% XP? I don't know how much shock that adds. That might not have been worth it. But I mean, there's 3 mirrors on this level, so that's like 6% XP right there. Adds up. I'm gonna go up this way. Our shock is getting high. This guy has a freaking Tommy gun. Wonder if I can hit him through these vines. Like throw this sledgehammer at him. So I don't think he'll shoot back if he can't see me. Agonized screaming means they died, I think. Huh. Can't believe I killed them with one hit of this revolver. 10 damage. It might do 15. I was gonna say it might do 15 or 50% extra, so 15 when we sneak attack. We have a Tommy gun now. Pit Vipers. I don't know if this is just random or what causes this, but this happened to us twice on that one run recently, like on the same floor. Are these the same snakes I saw on that level? Are these ones that blind us? I just want to use my Rod of Cloud Mines. That didn't work very well. Oh, you know the mistake I just made? I don't know why I felt like I had to stab these guys with my dagger. I should have just thrown weapons at them. I think throwing knives would have like one-shot them essentially. That was a big misplay, and I might die right here because of that. I think I just need to light these guys up. That was a really poorly played by me. Okay, there is a cultist over there. They shouldn't remember me this long. Okay, I apparently don't understand how that 16 turn rule works. Maybe it wasn't 16 turns, but it felt like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It was more than 16 turns. Another cultist with a Tommy gun. Now, fortunately, my back is against a wall. You know, maybe he saw me when he came into view, so he could have forgot about me and then found me. I'm not sure. It's like a 17% chance when they're adjacent to spot me, even with all my stealth, it looks like. But yeah, my back is against the wall, so he's actually not going to shoot me here, and he can't kick me out of his range. So I think I'm going to like throw a sledgehammer at him. Might be like the best thing I can do. It died. I don't need a second Tommy gun. I'll take that ammo. It's wild that we're playing a rogue here. We're just being like showered in Tommy gun ammunition. It's a very strong weapon to have. It's almost like too strong for the part of the game that we are in. Alright, so my shock is getting quite high. What I would like to do is kind of make this loop to the exit. Although I'm at 90% shock with, I think, no other modifiers, no darkness. I'm not standing there like next to the blood. So by interacting with these two mirrors, I think I will be over 100%. So I'm gonna need, I don't have flare, so I'm gonna have to use my lantern to get out unless I want to gain insanity. I think I'm just gonna leave. Doesn't feel good to have to leave this early. Especially with no consumables and two mirrors intact. I wonder if I would have had shock to spare if I handled that Viper's fight differently. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Rod of Cloud Mines is back up. And I guess... Nice. I'm just going to rest a bit. Get my XP back if I can. Or my HP. Cool. Alright, floor 2. Floor 1, not bad. Very fun playing as the rogue so far. Very different experience from the war vet. Something I definitely need to get used to. I don't think I can completely run from this cultist. Can't throw my sledgehammer easily. Huh, it seems like they can't shoot through this thing though. It's alchemy table, so I'm actually safe right now. Try to lure them into me. I'm just gonna wait for a second. Seems like they still can't shoot me. I think I can hit them if I do this though. Yeah. Killed by the sledgehammer. Two more mirrors. Another leather jacket. They're very light, so I'm gonna hold on to that. A large room. Doing some scouting here. Looked like those each gave me 8 shock, which is quite a bit. Actually hardly feel worth using at times. Dang. I don't know why I carried that guy back so far. Just wasting time. I guess I was concerned that there could be more enemies in the room. Lots of rat things. Jeez. I think I do need to try and pick these off like one by one. If I can. Just because I was, if there was like 1 or 2, I would have tried to ignore them. But I don't want to get like swarmed by these. One spots me. Uh-oh. How did that cultist hear me? Does the rat things bite loud? Well, I can get into a position here where they can't shoot me. I'm gonna throw my sledgehammer. I should just be able to stab them. Just ignoring the worm mass. Another lantern? Heck yeah. An altar and a gong. This feels a lot like that unique I ran into a long time ago with the witch. Might be a coincidence, but there was an altar, a gong, and they summoned a bunch of rat things. And she had a rat, like a special rat thing pet. I don't know what gongs do. I feel like I should look it up in the source code. I feel like they can do a lot or something. But let's just hit it and see what happens. It's a weird thing for a rogue to do, hitting a gong. I strike the temple gong, the crash resonates through the air. I've received the Horn of Banishment, 5 uses. 20% XP for discovering it. Feel less experience. It just sapped like 40% XP from us. which is unfortunate. I was getting really close to leveling. I really wanted to take the silent trait. But what is this thing? When blown, this instrument forces all magically summoned creatures within hearing range back to their original realm. Alright, that sounds pretty sick. It's pretty light. Good stuff. I feel so random. I'm really curious to look up all the effects that the gong's gonna have now. Mostly fully explored the right side. There is one room here that we haven't fully looked at, but I don't think I'm going to be going back for that room. I think I saw most of what was in there. We do not know where the exit is yet. Oh. Take that back. I know exactly where it is. I could leave this floor right now and feel pretty good. I am at 80% shock, so it's probably something we want to do soon. But we are going to just continue these next couple of rooms and just keep an eye on our exit here. I'm going to pick up the spiked mace just so I have someone else to throw at things. Another Tommy gun. Not much ammo in this one. Alright, I think I'm just going to leave. There is another section here, so there could be like a lot of spaces there. But I think with my current shock, by the time I get over there and come back, let's see. Oh, this doesn't connect. I have to go all the way around. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Maybe I will investigate this room again real quick though. Here, no secrets. Alright, let's just leave. So that floor, we got more Tommy gun ammo. We got a electric lantern, smoke grenade. Smoke grenade seems really good for a rogue. Got a couple of potions, this Horn of Banishment. I lost a bunch of XP, which is unfortunate. But overall, that seemed like a pretty solid floor. All right. I descend the stairs. I've discovered a new area. A chill runs down my spine. I don't know what that means. Secret is revealed? Oh, is there a door? That was the rogue ability that tells us when there's a unique monster around. This is the same encounter that killed us last time. Wow. Running into old Richard Upton Pickman, I think this has to be. I'm not sure if ghouls can be frenzied otherwise. I think what we're supposed to do is just ignore these guys. I can use my Rod of Cloud Mines and just run. I don't think there's much of a benefit to fighting them. If I had slightly more time, I'd like to jam this door to my south with a door spike first. But I won't be able to. That guy's just slightly too close. I'm concerned that because this guy's frenzied, that even if I use the rod, he's gonna like bump into me or something. But I suspect right now that everyone knows about my position. What's also kind of sucks is that I think if this guy sees me again right away after I use the rod, that I think he is going to alert everyone else to my presence again. This is, wow. I literally couldn't like leave the starting room without entering this encounter because I actually took the other door, but it made enough noise to alert them. This is like extremely cruel. I have a feeling this is like one of like the harshest things this game can do, at least like early on. How do we survive it? Honestly, I feel like a Tommy gun could be pretty good here. You have so much ammo, just start like mowing these guys down. I'm not even gonna survive like equipping the Tommy gun with this one frenzied ghoul in front of me though. Because that means I'm gonna take, it's gonna cost me 2 turns. I'm gonna take 3 hits because these frenzied, or 3 attacks, they won't necessarily hit before I even am holding my Tommy gun. I think anything I do has to start with using the Rod of Cloud Mines right here. So let's do it. Okay. So this guy is still frenzied. They don't know I am here. But I only have an 83% chance to remain undetected, and they're in this room. So this ghoul is going to learn about my presence. So the dagger does 2 to 4 damage. I get 50% bonus and then 200% bonus. So it can do 2 plus 50%, 3, it's 200%, 9. It can do like 9 to 18 damage. I don't know how much health a ghoul has. I suspect it's less than 18, but higher than 9. I think I need to stab this guy. I could just go south and just hope they don't follow, but yeah, I just died. I guess both options were very bad options, and maybe going south would have had a higher probability of me surviving. I just don't know all the factors. Like, if I went south, there would have been the 17% chance that they just see me, and then I feel like they could have bumped into me, especially with 2 actions. I don't know how that works. I don't know how their AI would be moving if they're more likely to be walking this way, or if they would have just randomly bumbled in this around in this room. But I think those are my only real options in that scenario. Assuming they're not summoned, so the Horn of Banishment should do nothing. Well, I have no idea how much health this guy has left. I also don't know if them attacking me alerted is like loud enough to alert the other enemies. Because, well, I was gonna say I'm gonna either shoot them with my revolver or throw a dagger at them, a throwing knife, I mean. Although I'm not playing Warbet, so I actually can't swap to my revolver. So I think that makes my choices a lot easier here. If I throw a throwing knife, I only have a 70% chance to hit. throw, what? Sledgehammer, it would be 50. Throw a spiked mace, it'd be 55. Throwing knife does 2 to 6 damage. It looks like they have pretty low health. I'm guessing I have like 3 or 4 health left. I feel like the throwing knife has a pretty good chance of killing them. You factoring my to hit probabilities and everything, it's probably my best shot of killing this guy this turn. What happens after that? Who knows? These guys are all frenzied, so I'd probably just die. I wonder if, because the guy wasn't aware of me, I wonder if lighting a smoke grenade or a Molotov was actually the best option there. Because I would have been safe the following turn, because they were unaware. Except no, because they're fast, so they would have attacked me once that turn and twice the next turn. Them being frenzied makes this like so much more difficult. Alright, well I think I have to throw, I'm gonna do the throwing knife then. If these guys weren't frenzied, I would have had time after killing this guy to go to the door to my south and like try and bar it shut, the spikes or whatever. But at this point, like I can't do anything. Them being frenzied makes this so much more dangerous. Try and YOLO on some potions. But there's multiple ghouls here, so even getting like one lucky potion that like paralyzes one of them or something kind of means I'm still screwed here. If I do anything this turn, I basically die because this guy gets 2 actions. He's going to move and attack me. So I can't light a smoke grenade or a Molotov or anything like that. Can't swap weapons. I wonder if drinking a potion or throwing it is going to be more valuable here. I don't see anything else that I can do here. I throw a sledgehammer and hope the guy in the front dies, but then I'm still kind of screwed because there's more people behind them. Alright, let's just throw a potion. Why not? I throw a potion, the potion shatters on the ghoul looks healthier, they start regenerating damage very quickly. That one actually would have been quite useful for me. They missed. I'm gonna try running? I don't know, I'm just dead. There's like nothing I can do. I wonder what I could have done better there. That seemed like a very unlucky scenario where there was hardly anything I could do. There was just that one turn. There were basically 2 turns where I could have had some impact, where maybe I could have made a better chance of surviving. And it was when the turn that I used the rod of mind clouding, and then the turn after that. So I opted to use the rod and then to stab them, just hoping that I would roll high enough to one-shot them. But those 2 turns are where I had like some options to do stuff, but nah, I just just dead. Well, I do not feel bad about dying there. Kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? Old dick pic got us. I wonder how potent that potion of vitality is. If drinking that would have been of any use to us. But there's so many potions, like could have easily been like fire resistance or something. Like, I actually don't know if I've ever seen a potion of vitality before. Alright, well that is some Infra Arcana. Unfortunate way that one played out. If I had my Tommy gun in my offhand, that could have been... Maybe we could have just blasted them all away with the Tommy gun before they got to us. So I wonder if I should have done that. I was not expecting anything that nasty that soon with, like, essentially no warning. If I knew what that chill runs down your spine meant, maybe I would have equipped something else, like the Tommy gun. Because that was going to be probably my best out against any unique monster. But so that was the other thing that I could have done. But I mean, I had no idea what that message meant, so I wasn't going to do there. But I wonder if that Tommy gun was going to be more valuable in my offhand than my my revolver anyways. The problem is that that's like the only scenario I want to use the Tommy gun, and the revolver is actually pretty useful in a lot of other scenarios. So it was less likely for me to want to have my Tommy gun out. That's also one of the big things I'm learning in this game that I need to figure out, is like knowing when to have like what equipped. Like a run or two ago I had like my Winchester equipped and it was like a bad thing. I almost feel like micromanaging once you're offhand is like kind of an important thing to do as you're moving around, especially on Warvet where it doesn't cost any time to swap weapons. Alright, well that is it for now. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and do check out the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon down there, patreon.com/tonehack. You can find my Discord down there and some other stuff. For now, I am out. This was a fun one. Looking forward to playing some more. I like the rogue so far. It's very stressful though. Trying to figure out how to sneak around. But yeah, take it easy guys. I'll see you all next time.